This is André. He's so eager to get to the beach with his family. Meanwhile, Paolo arrives at the office, where he will have an important business meeting. Maria Elena is putting a delicious cheese bread into the oven to offer her friends when they arrive. Marisa has just had a brilliant idea for her next fashion show. And Carolina is drinking an orange juice for breakfast. Do you know what all these people have in common? All of them are using products related to Votorantim. Yes, there are many products you may make use of without ever realizing that Votorantim has been involved. You've never heard of Votorantim? Well, you soon will. The Votorantim Group is a 100% Brazilian corporation with a presence in over 20 countries. The group, which is a part of Brazilian history, can count on the determination and dedication of thousands of people who base their work on values such as ethics and respect. But hold on a minute, best to start from the beginning. Let's pay a visit to the archives of the Memória Votorantim, a project that safeguards and organizes this invaluable history, preserving the legacy and culture of the company. Welcome to 1884. A 10-year-old boy arrived in Brazil with his head full of dreams. His name was Antonio Pereira Inácio. Within a few years, the boy grew up and became one of the pioneers in the production of vegetable oil for cooking, based at the Santa Helena factory. In 1918, he planted the seed that would be the origin of the group, the Votorantim Textile Factory, which within a year was already adopting unprecedented practices for Brazil at that time. No child labor, reduced workday from 12 to 8 hours, equal pay for men and women. All this 24 years before the country adopted a modern labor legislation. The year 1925 saw the arrival of a new managing director, José Hermílio de Moraes. A few years later, in 1936, the first cement factory in Santa Helena was inaugurated. Another man with ideas ahead of his time, José Hermílio left a letter to his children recommending that diversification be the path forward for business, which is exactly what happened. The group has opened other fronts. It has grown and today is one of the largest Brazilian conglomerates, bringing to its DNA the legacy and values of its founders. The cement plant was expanded, new equipment was installed, and new units were built, resulting in what we now know as Votorantim Cimentos, one of the core businesses of the group. Over the years, the group has left its mark on the history of the country, always partaking in works of great relevance, such as Viaduto do Chá, Vale do Engabaú, the Immigrants Highway, the city of Brasília, and not least the stadiums that hosted matches in the 2014 World Cup with more than 30 factories. Votorantim Cimentos is a leader in the Brazilian cement industry and one of the 10 largest cement producers in the world. During the 30s, the group became active in the steel industry, with the founding of Siderúrgica Barra Mansa. Applying the same entrepreneurial spirit that marked the early days, the business grew quickly, and since the 2000s has been expanding abroad through the acquisition of several production units. CBA, part of Votorantim Metais, is leader in the Brazilian aluminium market and is the largest integrated aluminium industry in the world, founded over 50 years ago. Votorantim Metais is also the largest nickel producer in Latin America and one of the world's 5 largest producers of zinc. It was during the 2000s that the group also began to reinforce its actions in social responsibility through the Instituto Votorantim. The group also has a significant presence in markets such as pulp, agribusiness, finances, and even energy, a sector that already produces over 70% of its own consumption. From the dreams of an immigrant boy to one of the largest conglomerates in Brazil, a huge legacy left by visionary and hard-working people. A pioneering trajectory of entrepreneurship, recorded, organized and preserved by the Memória Votorantim, so that the future Andrés, Paulos, Maria Helenas, Marisas and Carolinas can know the details of this story, a part of every Brazilian's life.